You know, these videos, man. I always gotta let my whistle, man. You know, it's dry mouth. Well, that dry mouth, man. That dry mouth is something real. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. It's been a very wholesome and gory ride going through this Resident Evil series of mine. And to be honest, I can keep talking about this all day because there's tons of things that I can talk about as far as this series goes. And I didn't want to finish off talking about Resident Evil 4. To be honest, I love this so much, I kind of wanted to double down on it and talk about the horror aspect. Leon Kennedy's my guy, man. Leon Kennedy's my guy. Pretty boy ass motherfucker right here, that's my guy. And he's been through a lot of stuff. He's been through a lot of situations, a lot of traumatizing situations. And I kind of want to experience those situations with him again. So today, we are going to talk about the top creepiest situations in Resident Evil 4. Before I get started, please drop a like on the video, as this helps me out significantly. And click the subscribe button if you've been digging what you've been seeing in the videos so far. I greatly appreciate it. And I'm gonna need you to watch that whole video, because as I always say, facts. Don't be a nigga, bro. Don't be a nigga. Watch the whole video. Alright, anyway, let's get started. First on the list at number 6, we got the cabin hold off with Luis Serra. This ain't the creepiest thing, but it's still up there. Why? Because it's only a matter of time until it feels like you're running out of ammo while you're peering these bastards dead in the eyes. I was over here firing out of one window, two windows for the longest time. And for some reason, at some point, they happen to get into the building. It's kind of a really controlled situation. The stress essentially makes this scarier. It's not necessarily that creepy, but the stress intensity of the situation makes it a lot worse than it probably comes off as. Realistically, with the amount of torches that these cats have, they could have just burned down the cabin. But you know, they was getting crunk off that Plagueis parasite, bro. You know, they was getting crunk off that Plagueis parasite. You know, they was on that lean getting crunk, bro. Like, they was gone. Look at that motherfucker's eyes. Tell me he is not gone, bro. He is out of there, bro, for real.
This is a sick Negro.
Next, coming in at number 5, you got the Zealot ambush that happens. The water hall. Why I said watering hole, but water hole. It's, I don't know. It's somewhere in some building somewhere. Pretty much, yeah. I just went in there and just started shooting dudes, and it's pretty much one of the most known fighting portions in the game. It's just one part with a bunch of Zealots. They're coming out of nowhere. They're ambushing you. They're all over the place. You got to stand on like some pad with Ashley in a back room somewhere to activate some other things while they're still jumping you. It's a really long process. But you just get ambushed in this big ass hall with these creepy ass hooded niggas that come at you muttering some demonic entities. I told y'all in the first video how weird these dudes are. I really don't gotta have to go much any further than that. The zombie ass walks, the voices, the damn heartbeats, and the music that's playing that makes you feel like you gotta rush for some reason. But you really don't, so that's some just BS overall. This is essentially a death room. Like, you look at their lifeless faces and somehow you know they're already basically just kind of eating themselves, and that's kind of, you know, what's unsettling about this whole thing, man. Yeah, that's some sad. It's like the dudes in Yu Hakusho in a Dark Tournament arc when the guys who was being controlled by like that old short ass imp nigga or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember his name. And they had like blood coming to their eyes and like tears telling you kid to kill him. What? Yeah, it was real dark. It was mad dark. We're just gonna get to see you on. Coming at number 4, we got the Vertigo boss battle. The introduction of this speaks pretty much volumes as itself. Man, it's just coming out the ceiling. Coming out the ceiling. That's, you know, like you coming out to your friend. You just mad. Alright, let me just stop. But yeah, now look at the fucking hall and tell me this ain't some of the creepiest, eerie shit of this game, bro. What makes this battle creepy is not only his appearance, but what the fuck are these footsteps, my boy? Them sound sloppy as fuck. Like I'm still scared, running for my damn life. Demon squibbered ass feet. You're always shaking in your chair because he's always on your ass every few seconds. One shot, boom, he's back on your ass again. One of the coolest fights in the game. Definitely one of the creepiest due to the nature of the character, nature of the enemy. But, you know, I don't know kind of what I'll say about that. At number 4, we got this thick leg, long body head ass, but Torres Mendez. May I add, he's also just mad nasty. This man just splits his torso from his legs, and it's just like he's like walking towards you, and the stomps is like heavy. And for some reason, when things feel, characters or enemies or whatever in a game or a movie seem heavy, it seems extra, and they're like normal size, that adds more creepy factor because they're like demonically possessed or something. I don't know, it's weird. Mendez wasn't really a frightening guy until he became whatever the this is. Watching this boss fight wasn't too bad, but playing in it is an entirely different ball game, and that voice shouldn't be coming out of his body or whatever the is left of his body. But nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. I can just tell you, just look at you can kind of see for yourself. And above all else, he had the audacity to trap you in here to look at his ugly mug. Straight disrespectful, ruining my fine ass day like this. Ruining my fine ass day. At the runner-up second spot, we have the U3. Let me just start off by saying every enemy in this game was fucking cute as hell until this motherfucker came along. I swear they just used like a generator in the freaking the search engine. They were just like, give me the ugliest thing you can give me with tentacles, and this is what it spat out. Literally Agent 47 caught lacking by some sort of demon. You really have no space fighting the U3, which is a constant thing in Resident Evil games, I guess. They kind of put you in the corner with that. I don't know what to tell you. He also got them sloppy ass footsteps too. The fight isn't actually that bad. Realistically, there's easy ways you could dodge his attacks. It's just not an obvious way you can dodge them. You kind of have to figure out by yourself, or just look it up on YouTube. That's kind of what I did. Finally, at the last, number one spot, the creepiest of the creepy of Resident Evil. Number one. Obvious. This is the damn regenerators. You can't really go anything else but that. You know it's gonna be the regenerators. Every single instance when they appear in the game, all of them, multiple times. This is obviously number one. There are single-handedly the creepiest and most uncomfortable sounding things in this game. There is no other competitor here. There is no other creatures that's going to surprise you the way they do. If you think there is something else, please tell me. I'd love to hear your suggestions. All you got to do is walk in the room where these motherfuckers spawn, and you kind of already tell you're not going to have a nice day. I hate these things. I really do. But they really made the experience worthwhile, so I also got to love them at the same time. I'm just really looking forward to how they're going to be in the Resident Evil 4 remake. Nah, I ain't looking forward to that. I ain't looking forward to that, bruh. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Got any other suggestions? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, let's talk about it. Alright, that's kind of enough of my nightmare fuel for, again, today. I don't know. It's whatever. It is what it is.